You aren't lazy. Your brain is just drowning in cheap dopamine. I want to hold a mirror up to a struggle that, let's be real, almost all of us face today. If you've ever felt that heavy, frustrating guilt because scrolling through TikTok for an hour feels infinitely easier than just opening a book for 5 minutes, I really need you to hear this. It's not a lack of willpower. Your reward system is broken. It's literally overflowing with cheap, unearned stimulation, and it's the exact thing holding you back from your true potential.
Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into the 7-day protocol for reclaiming mental focus. This is a completely evidence-based clinical roadmap designed to cure a lazy brain and help you take your mind back.
Section 1. The cheap dopamine trap, or your broken reward system. So, that infinite scroll on your social media feeds, it's not just a bad habit, it is physically conditioning your brain's gray matter to rely on extreme, high-stimulation input. Because your brain has been fundamentally altered to expect rapid-fire rewards, it naturally prioritizes instant gratification, like scrolling TikTok. So, when you actually sit down to do something difficult, like, say, reading a dense chapter of a book or kicking off a complex work project, it doesn't just feel boring. It feels physically painful to even start. Your brain is essentially throwing a temper tantrum because you cut off its supply of cheap dopamine. Section 2. A millionaire trader's downfall and the cost of instant gratification. Now, this isn't just about struggling to read novels. Consider the true cautionary tale of an elite, millionaire investor who lost his entire competitive edge to digital addiction.
7 days. That is all it took for a guy at the absolute top of his game to blow his entire investment portfolio. Literally 1 week. His attention span had become so fractured by his digital habits that he couldn't sit still long enough to actually do his market analysis. The cost of a few cheap dopamine hits was, well, his entire livelihood.
Listen, imagine a perfectly still, absolutely silent forest. When was the last time your own mind felt that peaceful? Seriously, when was the last time you weren't totally haunted by that phantom itch to check a notification? If you can't even remember, then you definitely need this protocol. The timeline is split into 3 main phases. Day 1 kicks off the withdrawal. Day 4 initiates the recalibration. And Day 7, that's where you reach the focus horizon. Section 3, days 1 through 3, the withdrawal peak. The harsh reality of these first few days is pretty brutal. They're defined by intense boredom, extreme irritability, and honestly, the physical tension of forcing your hand away from your phone. To successfully force this withdrawal, you have to be absolutely uncompromising with zero stimulation. We're talking no music, no video games, no junk food. And yes, that definitely means no doom scrolling at 2 a.m. You are completely removing every single crutch your brain uses to get an unearned fit of dopamine, and you're doing it to force a total system reboot. Section 4. Recalibrating your brain's baseline, the reset phase. If you can just survive those first 3 days, your overstimulated dopamine receptors finally begin to heal and drop back down to a natural, healthy baseline. It's wild because you transition from numbing overstimulation straight into a vibrant, ordinary reality. You suddenly don't need this constant barrage of flashing casino lights and endless social media feeds just to feel something. You'll start to genuinely enjoy the crisp taste of plain water. You'll actually notice and appreciate the sound of birds outside your window. Life stops being this gray, numbed-out blur and just becomes vivid again. Actually, I want you to try something for me. Go ahead and pause this explainer right now. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and just let your brain experience 10 full seconds of zero stimulation. Welcome back. Let's finish up the journey.
Section 5, Day 7, Total Focus, the new focus horizon. This is the finish line, guys. That awful irritability entirely vanishes, and your brain's natural baseline motivation is 100% restored.
With that restored mind, you can finally channel your focus. Think back to our millionaire trader. By day 7 of this brutal protocol, he wasn't crashing his portfolio anymore. Instead, he was able to sit down and calmly open a highly complex textbook. He seamlessly channeled his fully restored focus into high-leverage business tasks, flipping through pages, absorbing all the data, without looking away even a single time. That physical pain of doing hard work, completely gone.
Section 6, the 4 detox rules, the system. Let's pull all this source material together into a highly structured, actionable system. Here is your blueprint. Grab a screenshot right now if you need it. Step 1,
end the infinite scroll, and finally break the cycle. Step 2, cut all hyperstimulants, that means music, games, junk food, to force the withdrawal. Step 3, embrace the silent moments so those burnt-out receptors can actually heal. And finally, step 4, channel that newly restored focus directly into a high-leverage skill or task.
So, with your absolute focus completely restored, what will you build first? Because once you aren't drowning in cheap dopamine anymore, your potential is literally limitless. If you found this explainer valuable today, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who might be losing their edge to digital addiction. Help them reset their mind too. Until next time, stay focused.